This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Fuel rationing continues this week. BSP to improve its technology services. And gold bill delay commended. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Tamara Agavi. Thank you for joining us. It is evident that the supply of A1 jet fuel in the country is tight, given the shortage faced by New Guinea. New Guinea rationing of fuel continues into this week with no changes made.
There have been no changes made on the Jet A1 fuel supply rationing in Port Moresby and other centers around the country. Passengers flying to and from Port Moresby have felt the brunt of it and the disruption of their daily business travel. The airline company is still downsizing on passengers' cargoes amid cancellation. New Guinea has stand firm that there have been no changes made regardless of flight cancellations occurring. Claire Mauta, National EMTV News.
New Guinea's acting CEO Gary Seddon said New Guinea will continue to operate its aircraft safely and competently despite the challenges with fuel rationing. Following the concerns raised on flight disruptions and its significant impacts on passengers that lead to inconvenience and frustrations, he said all flights are operating normally this morning, but he, however, urged travelers to check with their local New Guinea office for further information. The decision on delaying the gold bullion bill for further consultation was commended by a non-profit organization, the Eminent Envoys and Friends League. The League congratulated the government for delaying in introducing the bill to the Parliament.
Minister for Mining and the government were commended for delaying in introducing the bill to the Parliament pending further consultation. Chairman of the League, Ambassador Brian Yombo Kopio, said the government's decision would allow time for stakeholders to provide feedback and is commendable. Meanwhile, according to a United Nations representative in PNG, the proposed National Gold Corporation Bill 2024 raised concerns that the small-scale mining of gold, which provides a source of income for thousands of Papua New Guineans, will potentially give authority to a foreign-controlled company or subsidiary entity with the power to exclude new investments in mining, leaving the smaller-scale alluvial miners behind. Under the proposed bill, alluvial miners may also be prevented from obtaining competitive prices for gold they extract, which is bound to have an impact on their livelihoods. Sharing similar sentiments, Transparency International PNG or TIPNG condemns the lack of transparency and potential for corruption surrounding the proposed National Gold Corporation Bill, stating that the rushed National Gold Bill will enable corruption. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
The grace period for the Marape Rosso government will be put on test during the upcoming vote of no confidence next week. People have expressed their views with this newsroom today. Amidst the government and opposition's preparation for the deciding day, the vote of no confidence just 8 days away, the people of the nation have been following through with this battle of powers to see whether Prime Minister James Marape stays in office or the opposition's alternate Prime Minister Alan Bird takes over as the Prime Minister. Here are their thoughts.
They are human beings representing us, in the parliament, they see what's happening in the country, so they have to make the call. If the current government is running smoothly, then they let it run. If it is not running the way we supposed to be, and then they can do what they want to do.
The opposition need to come in and they need to make something good for the country. We don't want a corrupt leaders or something like this. So we need to change the government and for the whole benefit for all the countries.
The difference is we elect a new leader. They will make a difference. Talk lo changing government and same problem and stop yet. So we can change current PM and the next PM will just do the same thing. It's not good to change the current government.
So in the parliament, all let by talk also. And Islaman Prime Minister James Maravi Sanabe, you make him Karangi. Okay. So you may change him. All let by talk. So plan the conman, plan the Kaikeman Pulabna. And then Islaman no good, so Islaman and good la, so you may send him. So Isla and Mokota Sanding come up, plan the big man. So suppose on big man Lugumos and Isla, or James Maravi, now I'm starving, Lugumos Inogula, but change him the Prime Minister again. Suppose I'm looking for some good luck, and but Surugum Nala Temple. Now you must have a look at country or something, Ausik no got bet Marasin or Mama Karim or beginning nothing low, Hatchet low flow or fuel price no got Olga something and Bagara. Now member no got on man, member all told member Sauman, but no got on member come out plus kill and about talk out straight or some country Bagara. Olga thing him life blow now, all thing bell blow yet no walking stuff. So I'm good time now also all people yet must. Or member too much country blue, you know,
as the nation waits in anticipation, it is worth noting that if Prime Minister James Marape succeeds in this upcoming vote of no confidence, he will become the country's third Prime Minister to survive a full term of Parliament. Francisca Anania, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
How much does your company spend on document output each year? With Abel's Toshiba Copier SLA, you only pay for what you actually use. The days of buying and storing toners are long gone. We have an experienced team to ensure your efficient printing practices. The best part is, we provide preventive maintenance to reduce unplanned machine downtime. Abel Home and Office Toshiba Copier SLA, a better solution for your printing needs.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number one, Super Emerald teams are all semi.
Number one's for everyone on land
and on the sea.
Number one's for everyone.
No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with the head of the International Monetary Fund in PNG.
The question is, why haven't wages, why hasn't household income not risen in line with the cost of living? And there's many reasons for that, but one significant reason for that is down to the fact that there have been FX shortages, as they have significantly hampered investment spending, the country's ability to attract foreign direct investment.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Western Highlands Provincial Government has called on the national government to inspect the provincial administration building known as the Mara House to ensure the facility is safe. This call is following a number of earthquakes that has caused the building to deteriorate, forcing the administration to do maintenance on the rooftop to prevent leakage.
This building was constructed by SR and funded by the national government. The construction of the building commenced in 2012 and ended in 2016 under the O'Neill regime government at the cost of approximately 260 million kina. The office was in use for only 6 years. Earthquake experience in this part of the region has severely impacted the state of the building. Walls cracking and there are leaks on the rooftop. The provincial member Wairapa is preparing a report to bring it to the attention of the national government for an urgent intervention for an inspection of the same Mara House.
I'd like to call up on the government if we can look into this building. Is it safe for us to use? Because every time now when there's an earthquake, we seem to be doing minor maintenance and all that, but I think it's quite serious that some professional builders and architects should come and see this building where it's safe for us to use.
Mr. Rapa said there were no grand opening of the building with no certificate of completion. The provincial member further revealed even the provincial government counterfunded the construction of the building. There is no report.
Money. I think national government must have paid about 260 million. And even the provincial government itself counterfunded some money too. But the actual cost of the building, I really don't know to this day. So whether this building has been certified, completion certificate and all that has been given or not, I really don't know, because we did not have a grand opening of this building too. So to this day, I really don't know. So
this building is one of the iconic buildings in the province that complement the significance of the province. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen. With the recent flooding of villages in the Highlands region and parts of Western Province, as well as other parts of the country, the current weather predicament that the country is facing will have economical strains on the provincial governments and the local people that are affected. Local people of Yuo in the Boikindagua LLG in Isipik province have recently fallen prone to the clutches of Mother Nature. In a phone interview with this newsroom earlier this morning, Ward 7 Councillor of Boikin LLG Anton Singu said houses have been swept away and families affected in the area. However, no villager has been badly injured or passed away in the heavy flooding over the past week.
Early morning,
on Tuesday. All right, then we come down, then we first house down, Lucas Canal. Okay, second house Legion, down, third house Lotu, Blomi Blood, and big house Lotu, from you people all get that.
Mr. Singh also said the local member Stanley Moot Samban and the Provincial Disaster Office has sent out officials to inspect the current situation on ground.
Right now I'm still continue. I'm stop one kind. So bit perhaps I'm out finish. So 20 houses still remain. All right, now all disaster group will come on Saturday, all report, all group member, Honorable Stanley Moots, Misali Molikam, Kisim Pixa, now Likon, response from all in a camp clear on me play it.
The local councillor also said he and some of the locals will be visiting the Provincial Disaster Office for disaster relief assistance.
Two community inside the Yugo, or Karen, Kaikai Blomibla, or destroyed by every tide. So Mibla still suffer or side go Kaikai, so helping more people to stop life. Also, Mibla need to call a disaster office now. This is about one of the leaders for me. I'm budgeting how or helping Mibla stop. I have now Mibla finding ways from relocating next 20 houses. Thank you.
23 houses in Bulolo district have been damaged by flood, leaving families homeless even without food and proper drinking water since Friday. Bulolo District Development Authority has stepped in to assist the victims with food rations and tarpaulins. On Friday, the 17th of May, floods swept through the Pinetop area in the Bulolo district of Morobe province, damaging houses and food supplies. A victim, Gloria Manjibantayo, recounted that her family didn't have time to remove anything in the house as the flood swept through at 2 a.m.
But people had to save something because we can't reach his house. I look proposed to him. Underneath the house, me block him and me look at the kakaruk to underneath that. Kakaruk me finish the them or water and a drink a can some children.
Bulolo DDA responded within 8 hours on Saturday to assist the victims with something to sustain themselves while waiting for the provincial government and the disaster office. District Administrator Joe Paru was on hand to provide food supplies at the St. Peter's Primary School and thanked the families in Bulolo who were there to assist the victims in cash or kind before the district stepped in.
You may respond finish. You may be province na disaster lo kam lo yumi. So one of some people like him and people look him and you like him lo district.
Bulolo MP Sam Basil Jr. said the relief supplies will be distributed accordingly to the affected communities and is coordinated by the DDA. He said while the Provincial Disaster Office is yet to address this issue, the DDA in the meantime will be working to ensure people are safe and fed. Madang Governor Ramsey Pariwa has cautioned communities that would be impacted by the proposed multi-million Kina Pacific Marine Industrial Zone to not be misled by outsiders or people with vested interests and staging meetings within their communities.
Governor Pariwa visited Rempi village where the PMIZ project is located and told the villagers not to listen to individuals who are going around and soliciting support from certain community leaders of the impacted villages without the consent of the rightful authorities.
Project blo PMIZ and the project blo national government. But give me understanding this la. Project blo PMIZ and project blo national government, you know provincial government. Me no got power. Driving this land.
The gathering at Rempe village was organized by the community themselves, purposely for the governor to explain to them the Medang provincial government's position on the much talked about multi-million Kina PMIZ project. The governor
Pacific.
Francisca Anania, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2612 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2537, $0.3760 Australian dollars, 0.2258 euro, and 39.22 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copper closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSP Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
It is our responsibility to show our pupils that their career can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profiles to suit valid employment convenience and promote learning out your skills, talents, and interests translate into possible job or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diplomas in professional business courses, OHSS courses levels 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing, IT and business courses for school leavers, grade 10s, 12s and the working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by the EARST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator and driving courses and professional business courses in 2023. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2063 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate and require everyone a special contribution.
Tomorrow night on House and Home, Bonnie Moinawa from Sorani Tailoring graces the Hirikoyari markets.
Have passion in my Hiri culture.
Dr. Ibarra Kababan shares secrets to a dazzling smile.
Bleeding gums also indicates that you have some health issue.
Plus, unleash your inner artist with a DIY cake topper, mug and card holder.
But I bought the machine back in September. I didn't know what to do with it, what crafts to create at the time, so I had it stay under the bed for almost 2 months.
Don't miss the inspiration tomorrow night on House and Home at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says the Australian Defence Force is on standby to fly to New Caledonia to help restore order in the country.
But Noumea Airport remains closed and there is no time frame for when it'll reopen. 6 people have been killed during days of violence in the French territory, prompted by changes to voting rights. The Australian government is aware of about 300 Australians that remain there. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says French authorities have been providing regular updates about the situation.
The situation is really concerning. We're doing everything possible to help Australians who are on the ground. There are 300 registered with the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and the Australian Defence Force is certainly ready to fly pending commercial flights resuming. So we want to work with partners as well so that those who wish to leave can do so.
A sweeping police operation targeting domestic and family violence offenders has seen more than 550 arrests made in New South Wales.
This was a massive operation. Police knocked on hundreds of doors and conducted hundreds of raids across that 4-day targeted blitz that saw 554 people arrested and 1,070 charges laid. Now, this really was an all-hands-on-deck kind of operation. We know that there were officers from police area commands and districts and in every single part of the state, as well as specialist officers from the Raptor Squad, the Youth Command Team, as well as the Domestic Violence High-Risk Offenders Team. Now, I'll just take you through some of the numbers that came out of Operation Amarok, and they're quite startling. So, of those 554 people that were arrested, 226 were wanted for serious domestic violence offences. We also know that officers conducted 1,277 bail compliance checks, and from that, they found that there were 144 breaches of bail. They also handed down 422 apprehended domestic violence orders. So this crackdown on domestic violence across the state, police are hoping that Operation Amarok shows offenders that they are taking this very seriously and that they will not tolerate domestic violence. We know that last year the New South Wales Police Force received around 150,000 calls for assistance for domestic violence related incidents. So we know that this is an issue that's quite prevalent across the state. And Police Minister Yasmin Catley spoke to News Breakfast earlier today about the importance of operations like this one. Take a listen.
This was the 6th operation in the last 18 months. In fact, there have been thousands of arrests in the last 18 months. They are scheduled about every quarter. So police have been doing this for quite some time. New South Wales Police have an Australian first, it's the DV registry, where they accumulate information about high-risk offenders. And it's that intelligence that they use to then go out and undertake these operations. So this is something the New South Wales Police have been doing for quite a while.
Thousands of people continue protesting on the streets of the Georgian capital over a new law they say will end free speech.
It's not easy being Russia's neighbour. And right now, the tiny nation of Georgia is in trouble. On the streets of the capital, Tbilisi, the young are protesting in huge numbers. Angry that their government seems to be moving closer to Russia and wrecking Georgia's path towards joining the European Union.
Russia tries very, very hard to pull us back to them because Russia has this mentality to have this big empire like it was in USSR, and they have this big dream which they never left.
You don't want that?
Of course we don't want that.
At issue, a new law that looks like a Kremlin-style measure to limit freedoms.
I want a better future for my children. I cannot see a better future in the country which will get the laws like these.
You don't have to travel far from Tbilisi to understand Georgia's fears about Russia. An hour away lies one of 2 big chunks of territory occupied by Russian troops.
You can see big Russian military base, army trucks, barbed wire.
This view says so much about Georgia today. Its fears of more Russian aggression and the widespread belief that the Kremlin is always meddling here, stirring up trouble, trying to weaken Georgia's independence. But how should Georgia respond? Older people here seem more wary of provoking the Kremlin. We don't want war, says Shoshana. We're just a small country. Georgian government officials go further, accusing the West of bullying them, of fueling instability here.
The main thing we want is peace, maintaining peace. We will not let our country share the same destiny as Ukraine and what's happening there.
U.S. President Joe Biden has delivered a commencement address at Morehouse College in Georgia as the presidential race heats up.
President Biden is at Morehouse College, which is a historically black college and university, and it is all male. So this is a speech where he is going for part of his base. There are new polls that show that black men are not supporting President Biden as they have in the past. Maybe 30% of them, if polls at this moment are to be considered accurate, are supporting Trump. That would be a big drop for him. So that explains why he is there. And meantime, President Trump is at was at the National Rifle Association convention, and that is part of his base. So in both cases, we're looking at these candidates going for their base at a time when the election, if it were held today, former President Trump would likely win, and that would be because he is leading in key swing states. And of course, we all know about the Electoral College. Of course, the election isn't going to be held today. It's not going to be held for about 6 months. And Team Biden says a lot can happen in those 6 months, and people don't understand Trump and have forgotten those 4 years. And indeed, what is going to be fascinating about the pivot in this election is that former President Trump is also going to be questioning bias in the courts. Now, as you know, his trial, the Stormy Daniels trial, the hush money trial, is wrapping up in New York. It could go to the jury this week. Michael Cohen is testifying. No way to know how that's going to go. What has really caused people to take stock is the fact that, to show how different things are, it's been almost a beauty pageant for vice presidential Republican candidates who want to be on the ticket. And you've seen the Speaker of the House, the Republican Speaker of the House, in the courtroom. So what that shows is former President Trump looks at this as a positive for him. He says to his supporters, I've been indicted more times than Al Capone. So in an election year that is this unusual, everything is being viewed differently, and the criminal justice system, depending on if you're sitting on the left or the right, you're looking at it in quite a different way.
The Red Cross is urgently calling for 8,000 blood donors as it faces critical shortages of its reserves in most blood types.
Australian Red Cross Lifeblood says the current demand for blood is so high that it needs 1,200 people to donate every day in the coming week to meet the needs of patients. Without a significant boost, the organisation says that reserve stocks will fall to the lowest levels for the year. Almost 4,000 bags of blood are needed by hospitals every day across Australia to help patients in times of trauma, major surgery, cancer treatment and pregnancy. And the uses for both blood and plasma continue to grow, which is driving the high demand. Lifeblood Executive Director of Donor Experience, Kath Stone, spoke on ABC News Breakfast this morning, urging both new donors and those who haven't donated for some time to help now. And she also explained how concerning the situation is.
If inventory doesn't get a boost in our stocks this week, we expect by next week the hospitals will be prioritising emergency treatment, and those on the less critical will wait.
Lifeblood says that fewer than 3% of the population currently donate on a regular basis, yet about 60% are eligible, meaning that there's 10 million Australians who could donate blood today. Lifeblood wants donating blood to become more of a habit for Australians rather than something that they do when there is an urgent need for help. All blood types are needed, and the organisation says one donation could save up to 3 lives.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
challenge. Choose P&G's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% P&G made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
The IPI Group is P&G's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Mamas One-Time Telecom's Good Plan mobile data plans. With 8 exclusive mobile data plans to choose from, select a plan that best suits your budget. You can purchase a plan for as low as 3 kina for 1 GB of data valid for 24 hours. Or receive 130 GB of data valid for 30 days for only 150 kina. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you have a voice that can win this year's Vocal Fusion Season 11? Or maybe you know someone with an amazing voice? This year, EMTV is opening audition nationwide, so you can send in your online audition video wherever you are in Papua New Guinea. Southern to Mamase, islands to the islands. If you believe you have the vocals to win Vocal Fusion Season 11, send us your online audition video. Visit the EMTV Vocal Fusion Facebook page today. Read and understand the criteria, terms and conditions of the online audition. Use your mobile phone or video camera if you have one. Record your introduction, then sing 2 songs of your own choice. Your songs must not be more than 19 seconds in duration. Your video must be recorded holding your phone horizontally with clear and clean audio and visual for a chance to enter the Golden Ticket audition. If your online audition meets the criteria and you qualify for the Golden Ticket audition in Port Moresby, we will fly you to the capital city to audition for a chance to win Vocal Fusion Season 11 Golden Ticket. To upload your online audition video, visit EMTV website www.mtv.com.pg/VF Season 11. Or WhatsApp your audition to WhatsApp number 7650-0000. Online auditions close 7th June 2024.
This year, Vocal Fusion is coming to you bigger, brighter, drama, baby.
So what are you waiting for? Get your video auditions in now.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The PNG Barramundis have touched down in the West Indies for the NICC T20 World Cup tournament. After tiring for their journey, the team has settled in St. Kitts, where there have been their training sessions and practice matches.
Their first scrimmage against Canada went smoothly despite a brief rain delay. The team is adapting to the hot and humid conditions in the Caribbean with more practice matches lined up throughout the week. Adding to the team's strength in specialist coach Phil Simons, a former West Indies cricketer with over 40 years of experience. Simons, serving as a consultant coach, brings invaluable knowledge to the Barras, especially in Caribbean conditions. Simons is thrilled to be back on home turf and is impressed by the team's energy and dedication during training. Head coach Tatenda Taibu's enthusiasm further boosts the team's spirit as they gear up for the tournament. With Simons' guidance and the team's determination, the PNG Barramundis are poised for success at the International Cricket Competition T20 World Cup. James Gugan, Trukai Sports.
As round 10 of the Host Plus Cup wraps up, the PNG Hunters are gearing up for their next challenge against the Townsville Blackhawks in round 11 at the Jack Mansky Oval in Townsville.
With 23 matches scheduled for the Host Plus Cup competition 2024, the Hunters have already played 6 matches and had a bye in round 5. So far, the Hunters have secured 2 wins, both on their home turf. With 7 away matches, 7 home games and 3 byes coming up in rounds 14, 15 and 19, the team is strategizing for the remainder of the competition. As they head into round 11, the Hunters are focused on securing another victory on the road against the Townsville Blackhawks. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Boxing Union President Dr. Gideon Kendino and General Secretary Martin Leary are calling on the government and corporate sponsors to help support the union in their endeavors. They said boxing is also a sport that puts PNG's name on the gold medal tally. The NCD Beginners Tournament concluded late on Sunday, May 19th, with a total of 43 bouts held. Among them were 33 novice juniors and cadets, along with 10 selected senior boxers.
The selected senior boxers were awarded incentives by the Lord's owner, Mr. Robert. The winners and runner-up received 6 packs of Devondale milk, sponsored by Market 2000 owner and chairman of the PNG Professional Boxer Control Board, Mr. Bennett Fong. The event, organized by the NCD Boxing Association and its president, Mr. Hong Kiap, aimed to develop young boxers across Port Moresby and Papua New Guinea. Weigh-ins took place at Zongai Stadium from 6 to 8 a.m., followed by games at Tarama from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. One participant, Reynold Bana, traveled from Leh to attend the tournament as Leh lacks a boxing program. Bana will return on the 22nd and await future games. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Now with Telecom's Good Plus More bundles. Subscribe to any of Telecom's More bundle plans, ranging from 3 kina to 75 kina to enjoy unlimited on-net calls, more SMS, more data with increased off-net minutes. Choose from 8 exclusive plans, packed with more value to experience seamless communication with your family and friends. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Introducing the new Bristle luncheon now comes in chicken and beef. Great choice to choose from with either a delicious chicken luncheon or a tasty beef luncheon meal. The beef luncheon is made with true Aussie beef, and the chicken luncheon is farm fresh with premium quality. Now you're cooking with the finest. Try our Best of Beef and Chicken Luncheon now. It's better, it's bester. Now available in stores.
It's almost time to crunch your months on Kai Time. If you're a warrior in your kitchen and wanted to be featured in the show, send us your video. The sky's the limit. It could be a family recipe, it could be a secret recipe, it could even be a simple recipe, just adding a few touches to make it special. Send us a video of your best recipe creation today and we'll feature it on Kai Time.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. Moving to overseas sports now, Queensland NRL superstar Cameron Munster is inducted for Game 1 of the State of Origin series after sustaining a groin injury in yesterday's win over the Parramatta Eels.
He aggravated a groin injury in the Storm's 48-16 win over Parramatta. It took some of the shine off the Magic Round, where all matches were held in Brisbane over the weekend. Earlier, the undermanned Warriors snapped a 5-game winless run with a controversial 2-point win over Penrith. And the Dolphins handed the West Tigers a 7th straight loss.
The Eagles have trashed the Demons by 35 points in Perth last night in front of a crowd of 43,000.
Rookie Harley Reid kicked one of the goals of the year as the Eagles stunned the Demons by 35 points in Perth last night. The #1 draft pick brought the crowd of 43,000 to its feet, taking 3 bounces before slotting the goal from just inside 50. Earlier, a goal in the final seconds saw Port Adelaide defeat Hawthorn by a point at Adelaide Oval.
In soccer, Manchester City has won a record 4th straight English Premier League title after beating West Ham 3-1.
City claimed the title in the final round of the competition, holding off second-placed Arsenal, who beat Everton 2-1 to finish 2 points off the lead. It's Manchester City's 6th EPL title in 7 seasons.
That ends True Guy Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Guy Sports. True Guy Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Be on board this revolution. Introducing our new range of devices and giveaway frenzy. Buy a device and get a free boombox and enjoy 7 days of free streaming to MGEMs. But that's not all. You will also receive 5 gigabytes every month for the next 6 months. That's a whopping 30 gigabytes of data. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity. Head to your nearest telecom retail outlet to grab one today. Terms and conditions apply.
It is our responsibility to show our pupils that their career can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profiles to suit valid employment convenience and promote learning out your skills, talents and interests translate into possible job or careers. our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diplomas in professional business courses, OHSS courses levels 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing, IT and business courses for school leavers, grade 10s, 12s and the working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by the EARST. Enrollments are now open for plant operator and driving courses and professional business courses in 2023. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2063 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate and require everyone a special contribution.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Join us tonight at 7 as we hold discussions with the head of the International Monetary Fund in PNG.
The question is, why haven't wages, why hasn't household income not risen in line with the cost of living? And there's many reasons for that, but one significant reason for that is down to the fact that there have been FX shortages, as they have significantly hampered investment spending, the country's ability to attract foreign direct investment.
That's on tonight.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby City mostly fine, partly cloudy. Daru mostly cloudy with possible few rain showers at times. Kerema partly cloudy with some possible rain showers and thunderstorms. Alotau partly cloudy with possible few showers. Popondetta partly cloudy and fine. In the Momase region, Lae City partly cloudy with a few possible showers. Medeng partly cloudy with a shower or two. Wewak partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Vanimo mostly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. In the NGI region, Lorengau cloudy with few showers. Kavieng possible rain shower at times. Kokopo and Rabaul partly cloudy with possible brief showers. Kimbe mostly cloudy and mostly fine. Buka rain at times with possible thunderstorms, flash flood and riverine flooding. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with few showers. Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa mostly fine with possible brief evening showers. Menditari and Wabeg, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 20th of May 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock.
It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush, brush. Everybody is up, up, up. Everybody now brush, brush, brush.
Coming up next.
7 p.m.